blurring the camera. All right, y'all. Let's get started. So just introducing some small movement first. So let's take our hands to the side. You may want to adjust yourself to the edge of your chair. Feet can be just wherever is comfortable for right now. I want you to sit up tall like there was a string from the top of your head pulling you to the ceiling. So just start there, start sitting up nice and tall. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Place your hands wherever is comfortable. Just relax those shoulders, relax your neck. All right. Take your hands to your sides. We're going to take a breath in as we raise our arms. So breathe in. You can bend your arms a little, stop wherever you feel comfortable, and then turn your hands and breathe out as you come back down. Let's do that again. Inhale. Depending on your shoulder flexibility, you may go overhead, you may go a little short, that's okay. Exhale. Bring those arms down. A couple more like that. So inhale, reach. If it doesn't bother your neck, you could look up to the sky, palms away, turn it down. All right, we're gonna change it just a little bit. So we're still gonna reach up. This time I want you to pull your elbows down in what we call goalpost or cactus arms. And then you're gonna reach back up and then back down like we just did. So we're just adding one extra step. So reach in, reach up, palms forward, pull like you're pulling down a rope, reach back up and down. We're gonna do one more. It should feel really good through your shoulders just to get some movement. Reach, pull, reach, and down. Very nice. Kind of wiggle those shoulders out. Might have got some warmth through the neck and the shoulder. All right, we're gonna go into some side bending. So depending on what kind of chair you have, if you have arms, you could use that. If you don't, you could use the side of your chair. So all we're gonna do is sit up nice and tall to start. You're gonna take your right hand down to whichever part of the chair you feel comfortable with, and you're gonna reach your other arm over your ear. And then we're gonna go to the side. So just moving with your own pace, hand down, reach, bring your bicep towards your ear, and then come back to center. So anything that we do today, as always, just take it at your own pace. Remember to keep breathing. Exhale, reach. Should feel really good all the way from your hip to your shoulder. Two more. Last one. And come back to center. All right. We're gonna roll our spine down and then roll our spine up. So you have a couple options here. You can take your feet to about shoulder width, or if you want a little bit more space and a little bit more inner thigh, you could take them into more of a wide stance or a sumo kind of stance. All we're gonna do is we're gonna roll to bring our chest towards our legs, and then we're gonna roll up with our head being the last thing, okay? So you put your hands on your legs, or you could drop down in front, coming down, roll, let your head drop, and then roll yourself all the way back up with your head at the top. Okay, so roll, let your head drop. So if you think about bad posture, that's kind of what I want you to do when you're rolling down. Okay, you're gonna tuck your chin, and you're just gonna round your back, punch back, come down, and roll up. Just going for wherever you feel comfortable. Take one more. Roll it down and round it up. Good. So that should have felt pretty good through the low back and the hips. All right, gonna move back up to the upper body, to the neck. Gonna take your hands behind your head. All we're gonna do is bring your elbow to your shoulder. Let your chin drop down to your chest, and then bring it around. Do that again. Ear to shoulder, chin down, other ear to shoulder. You can look up if that doesn't bother you. Just taking some circles. You can also take your hands away from your head if that feels better for you. Just gently moving your neck. Good. Gonna take one more this way, unless you've been alternating, going back and forth, and then you can keep going, good. If you're going one way, reverse it. So just take it ear to shoulder, forward, and back to center. Again, if you'd like, you could take your head gently up to the sky. If that causes any pain or pinching in your shoulders or neck, don't do it. Just trying to move our bodies in a way that feels good today. Take one more. Around. And back up. Nice. All right. Let's go into our forearms. All right. So all you're going to do is give me your right hand, and I want you to take your fingers and pull them back. So pulling them back towards me. My thumb, I don't want it to curl in. Try and pull it out so it's not curled into your palm. All right. So push your palm away from you as you pull your fingers back behind you. Yeah. Should feel really good through your forearm. If you can grab that thumb or get it out to the side, it's gonna wanna come in. We wanna stretch it, so maybe wiggle it or just kind of move it around in a way that feels good. Take one more breath here. And release. Let's take it to the other side. All right, left hand, give me your palm. Grab those fingers and gently pull them back. Keep thinking about pushing your palm forward, even as you're pulling your fingers back. And then again, your thumb is gonna wanna do some weird things. Just kind of bring it out to the side, move it around, get some movement. And still pressing palm forward, pulling fingers back. Should feel really nice through that forearm area. Take one more breath. And release, good. You can kind of shake them out. All right, the other thing we're gonna do, we're gonna bring, I don't know, jazz hands, palms forward. And then all I want you to do is make a fist. And then back out to your jazz hands, open hands. Fist. And open. Just kind of working through our fingers a little bit, especially if you type a lot, mouse a lot. You got it. Two more. Open, really spread them. And in. Last one. Open. And back in. All right. Take your wrist and roll it around. You can make a fist if that feels good. Just moving it. Again, being gentle, we don't want to force anything. And then reverse it, which is always the hardest part for me, is figuring out how to reverse whatever the circle is undoing. Good. And go ahead and switch your arm and kind of shake it out. So make a fist. And then I just start making some circles. Working into the wrist, getting some of those knots out maybe. Good, take it the other way. Reverse. Couple more. And release. Okay, shake those wrists out. We're gonna do one more for the wrist. It's gonna be very similar to the one we did like this, except this time my fingers are gonna be down, still pushing my palm forward. It's the same idea, except this time my fingers are down. So fingers down. Again, if you can get that thumb kind of out from the tucked position. And same thing, push your heel of your palm forward. Try and relax your neck. Try to relax your head and neck as you do it. Good. One more breath here. And release. Oof. Take it forward, fingers down, good. And you may feel some differences from side to side. My left wrist has a lot more issues than my right. So if that's your case, you have one side that feels a little funky, it's okay. Try not to judge it, just roll with it. Gotta take one more breath here, pulling those fingers down. Oof. And release. I don't know about y'all, but that was tight in there. We're gonna move to some shoulder circles. All right, So we're gonna bring our shoulders up to our ears, pull them back behind you and down, and then forward, up, back, and down. So instead of thinking about a circle, maybe think more of a square. So up, pull back, pull down, and then come back to start. So we're really moving into your shoulder blades, down and back, nice. And again, we're not forcing it, it's just kind of the idea is to make that square. Take one more and we'll go the other way. And breathe. It's the hardest part is to remember to breathe. All right, reverse it. So now I'm going back, up, and forward. Okay, so pull back, I'm gonna turn to the side. So what it looks like from the side is I'm gonna pull my shoulders back behind me. So I'm not really using my arms, I just want to pull, up, and forward. Back, up, and forward. You got it. Take 2 more rounds. Ooh, last one. And shake it out. All right. Coming back to the edge of the seat. So if you've lost that, if you kind of sunk back, just bring yourself back to the edge of the chair. All right. We're going to press across the body with your hand and then come back into center, go the other way. So my lower body, if you can see, is staying still. So I really want to isolate the movement from my hip up, if you can. So think about pressing your feet gently down into the floor. Breathe out as you twist, like you're going to put a handprint on the wall. You got it. Press and reach. Working in through some rotation in your spine, which always feels nice. 4 more total. Good. Here's 3. Nice. 2 more. Nice. Last one. Twist and press and release. All right. I'm gonna move into a back stretch. So you've probably seen this one before. It's kind of shoulder as well, shoulder back. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take your right hand. I'm gonna palm towards me. I'm gonna reach up to the sky. I'm gonna put my hand on my back like I'm gonna pat myself on the back. Okay, I'm gonna take my other hand. Again, I'm gonna go palm back. So I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna take my hand behind my back. So my top hand, my palm is touching my back. My bottom hand, my palm is facing forward. Okay, so you can stay right here, try and sit up nice and tall. I know it's not the most comfortable position. And then if you can, try and start walking your fingers towards each other. If your shoulders are tight, that's probably not gonna happen. My fingers are not gonna go towards each other today, but I do want you to just think about opening your shoulders, sitting up nice and tall. Just take a couple more breaths. You really don't have to do a lot here. Your hand positioning is kind of doing the work for you. Good. 1 more breath. Gently come out. So I like to wiggle my hand out from my back and then kind of remove my top arm. Good. Shake it out. All right, other side. Left hand palm towards me. Hand to the sky. Pat yourself on the back. Other hand. I'm gonna go behind my back with my palm facing out. And then you're gonna wiggle those fingers in towards each other. It's not gonna happen for me today, so don't feel bad if it's not gonna happen for you. And just breathe. So again, we're trying not to force anything. If you have really intense sensation or pain, ease yourself out. Just kind of take your fingers further away from each other. And sit up nice and tall. Take a couple more breaths here, just working open the chest and the shoulders. And release. I take the bottom one out first, but it's up to you. Oof. And then we're gonna shake it out. All right. Counteract that, we're gonna move a little bit. So you're gonna take your arms out to the side. And I want you to grab a big beach ball. And I want you to tuck your chin. And then we're gonna lift our chin. And we're gonna open our arms, opening our chest. Exhale, grab that big beach ball, tuck your chin. and then up. So when I'm doing this rounding, I really am letting my shoulders round forward. So again, that bad posture, that's what I want to encourage when you're coming forward. And then sitting up nice and tall as you come up. Good. 2 more. So we're just kind of counteracting what we just did, moving the chest nice and easy. Last one. Exhale. Inhale. And release. All right. Moving on to lower body. Hopefully your upper body and your spine is feeling good. All right. Hopefully you can see my feet. I think you can, but all I'm going to do is take some ankle rolls. So we can start with the right leg. I have my leg pretty straight, bend in the knee, not super important. We're just taking some rolls through your ankle. Heel is down. And then reverse up and take them the other way. Just really exploring into that ankle joint, maybe a little calf. Very good. You can even take it side to side a little, like a windshield wiper, left, right, and release. Ooh. Maybe feeling it into the front of the shin as well. Okay, other leg out in front of me, not super important if it's bent or straight because we're not working into the hamstrings. Foot on the ground, heel on the ground, and then you're gonna take some circles. It's nice and easy. It's okay if they're not even circles, if they're like a triangle, that's okay. Nice. One more this way. And reverse. A lot of times we don't pay attention to our feet and our ankles, but if you think about it, they move us around all day long. So it's good to take a minute or two. All right, and go ahead and release. Go ahead and keep that same leg out and let's do the side to side. So kind of like a windshield wiper, side to side, side to side. Last one. Now we can come back. Okay, so this time my legs are bent more, kind of like I'm just seated in the chair. And then I'm gonna take maybe a step or a half step out with my feet. So just a little bit ahead of me, okay? We're still gonna sit up nice and tall. All I want you to do is bring your toes to your face. Put your toes on the ground and then lift your heels. So feet down, toes up, toes down, heels up. And you can play with how far away your feet are from you. If you feel like you need to walk them in a little, you can. Or just, again, moving into the ankle, the calf, the area in front of the leg. Good, take one more round. And make sure you're still breathing. You're not holding on to your breath. You don't have to breathe in any certain way. Just make sure you're not holding your breath. Last one. Nice. Okay. We're gonna move into a little bit of side bending again. So this one, coming to the edge of the chair. This is side angle in yoga, or a version of it. You're gonna take your legs into a wider position. I like to have my toes kind of turned out to the side. And what we're gonna do is take one arm to the leg and then reach the other arm to the sky. And then we're gonna go the other way. So depending on how much flexibility you have or how your body is moving today, you could stay right here. Or instead of your arm on your leg, you could slide that arm down in front of your knee and then open to the ceiling. Just going side to side, gently moving. Good. And again, you don't have to look up at that arm. You can keep looking down at the floor. Reach, open. So again, we're twisting our back. Nice and easy, you got it. Down, up. Good, this next one we're gonna hold it. So whichever version you like, you could even just put your palm to your leg, you don't have to put your elbow. Reach that other arm up to the sky. Got it? Imagine you could stack this top shoulder on top of the other shoulder and bring your chest, whatever's written on your shirt, you can see it straight ahead of you in the mirror. Yeah. Take one more breath here. And gently make your way back up. And we'll go the other way. All right. Hands to the leg or slide. And then my other arm reaches up. Try to twist my chest to the front, stacking that top shoulder. And breathe. Feeling some opening through your upper back and your chest. Take one more breath. And release. All right, we're gonna heel toe back to center. And we're gonna stand up for just a second. So come to standing. We're gonna grab our chair. Again, I do have a chair today, so I can actually show you with the chair. All right, hands on the top of the chair. If you have a desk or a wall, you could also do this with those things. Hands on the chair or whatever you have. And I want you to take a big step back behind you. And then what I want you to do from here is stick your hips back, bend your knees a little bit, and let your chest come down to the floor. So bend the knees, reach your arms forward, and let your chest kind of come through your arms. And last, you can let your head drop to the floor. So we're getting a shoulder stretch here, even a little bit through the backs of the legs, you might feel that, and then through the low back. Feel free to bend those elbows a little bit. You don't have to lock out the arms. Take one more breath. And then go ahead and bring yourself back in. All right, moving on. We're gonna keep one foot forward. I have my left foot forward if you want to copy me, and my right foot back. And I'm gonna push that back heel down to the floor. So you should feel a stretch to the back side of that straight leg. If you don't feel it, take that foot and move it back a little bit further to push your heel down to the ground. Good. So stretching through the calf, pressing down into the floor. Nice. Take one more breath here, and then we're gonna go into the hip flexor. So same position, my back foot, I'm gonna lift my heel up. So same position, and then my back leg, I'm gonna drop my knee slightly, and then I want to tuck my hips under as if I had a tail and I was tucking it underneath. So you should feel a stretch in that back leg in the hip. If you wanted to make it more intense, you could drop that knee a little bit further, but you should be feeling it in the front of the leg. Good. One more breath. Hip flexors are usually pretty tight, so if you're feeling it, that's okay. And then come back to center, to your starting point, shake it out. I'm gonna go the other way. So now my right leg is in front. I'm gonna walk that other foot way back so that it feels like a stretch in the back side of my calf. Okay. And then shifting your weight forward. So imagine you push your knee towards your chair. And just breathe. We'll switch it up to that hip stretch in just a second, and then we'll come back to the chair to finish up. All right, same foot placement. Lift your heels so you're up on your toes, and then drop that knee slightly, and then again, tuck your tail. So you don't want your hips pointing back, you want to tuck under, and I'm feeling that stretch in the hip. You can also squeeze that same glute to intensify that stretch in the front of the leg. All right, and breathe. Hip stretches are always pretty intense, so just do your best, breathe through it, take one more breath. All right, back to your starting point. If you moved your chair for any reason, feel free to move it back into open space. We'll finish up with about 5 more minutes. All right. So from here, we're gonna go into our hips again for our figure 4. So lots of options. We do this one almost every week just because it feels really good. I'm gonna extend my left leg. I'm gonna take my right leg and I'm gonna cross my ankle over my foot, over my leg. So I could bring it up above my knee to my thigh. Excuse me, if that doesn't work for you, that's too much. Just take it down more on the shin or the ankle and let your knee roll out to the side. The most important thing here is that you're getting that external rotation, that knee going out to the side, okay? So you could stay here or you could bend that bottom leg. Good, whatever position you're in, we're just gonna rock forward with our chest and rock back again. So wherever your leg is crossed, I'm just moving through that hip. Forward. And back. 2 more and then we'll hold it just for a second. And back. Very nice. Last one. And if the rock forward doesn't work for you today, that's too much. Just hold the stretch. You also have the option to take a hand gently on your knee. So I'm not pushing it. I'm just gently guiding it the way I want it to go. And let your neck and your head relax. Just enjoying the stretch. Take one more breath. And come out of it. So I'm going to sit up first, and then I'm going to unravel my legs. Okay. All right, other side. So I'm going to show you with my foot more over my calf or my ankle. If that's the case, you can just keep it here and start rocking forward and backward. Good. So you can make this as intense as you'd like it to be. I have my ankle over my other ankle and I still feel a stretch through that leg. So don't feel like if you don't have your leg up on your thigh that you're not getting a stretch. Good. One more with movements. You got it. All right, last one, hold. So we're just leaning our chest forward. After you can't go anymore, then you just drop your head. And then again, you have the option to take your hand and just rest it here. Don't want to push, we don't want to force it. We just want to gently let it know where we want that knee to go. Just take a couple more breaths here. And gently come out. All right. Feet about hip width apart. Hands go to the legs. And we're going to do some circles. So around to the front and to the back. So when you come to that back portion, if you wanted to, you could kind of hold on to the chair or your legs to kind of get a slight lean back, whatever feels good. And just moving through that low back in your hips. Take one more this direction. So it always feels really good to my low back and my hips. Good. Take it the other way. If you want to match your breath, you would exhale as you come forward and inhale as you come back. But not super important here. Lovely. Last one. And up. Right. Feet about hip width apart. We're just going to march just to get some movement into those hips before we finish up. If you wanted to, you could grab a knee pull by just grabbing that knee and squeezing it in. If not, you can just lift one knee at a time. 2 more. And down and up and down. Good. Go ahead and come to the edge of the chair. Sit up nice and tall. Just like we started, we're going to reach up to the sky. We're not going to do that pull down there. We're just going to turn our palms away. And exhale down. Good. Last one. Reach to the sky. Maybe lift your chin. And exhale. You did it. Good job, y'all. Hopefully you feel a little less stuck, a little looser. If you ever have anything you want to work on or anything at all, I always stay on a couple minutes after, so feel free to give me your thoughts. Otherwise, have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda. That was great.
You're welcome, Deborah.
Thank you.
Bye, Mike.